Hello and welcome to the second match of today. This is Steeks, and we're going to be having a match in just a second with Rebel versus kustaa. Rebel is hosting first with Gladius Wall. So let's begin. This time I actually did get to see their builds beforehand. I don't know if that's going to be better for my commentating, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, here we go. So essentially, kustaa is running pretty much 3 mirror builds, fairly stereotypical for the peasant so far, which is cautious mobility with bejeweled short sword. Let's see, bejeweled over here. Rebel is running something a little different. Stereotypical priests for peasant, which is lots of martyr and lots of nimbus. So I guess that's stereotypical for every bracket. His warrior is slightly different. Oof. So now he knows he has no attacks, or he could have one attack. He knows that this is not an attack because of the spikes didn't reveal it. His warrior, as you can see, is running Nikali, which means he has an all-out attack. Generally means he'll want to, if he has the all-out, which would be kind of silly to use right now, but he'll want to save an attack. One of his other characters to try to pull blocks before he can use his all-out. There's Parrying Buckler, which we saw last time. Last time was Black Cat. Same item. So he might just run his dwarf here to secure the victory point. Then he'll probably have to contest with this one going there. Oh, he's going in. I'm not sure why he did that. He has Elven Maneuvers on and nothing really to survive if he gets, multiple attacks. Like, for example, if he had a Vicious Thrust, he could thrust here, trap him, and then just wail on him next turn. Interesting. So he must have a block, or he's bluffing. Most people don't usually bluff unless you really know your opponent and know their play style. It's better just to play optimally instead of suboptimally using bluffing to counter. It can work though. It can work extremely strong if you know what your opponent will do. Interesting. Could be anyone's match so far. Excuse me. I mean, we still have. He has a lot of turns on those draws, so there's not much you can do to hit this guy without giving huge card advantage. Now he's running Impaler, which means he might also be running some stabs. We'll see. Oops, forgot to turn Steam off. Oh well. Here goes all the draws. And he has no way to really get rid of these buffs, except maybe make him draw another trait or something to push it off, but Impaler is, it would just replace itself. So there's not much he can do. Oh, interesting, Wing Track Shoes. That's actually really, really strong on this map. And there goes more draws. All those cards. Now, the thing he really has to watch out for is 11 damage attack. Unless he has some kind of block. Oh, I'll probably step attack. There he goes, yeah. Now wondering, can he make it to the VP square? What is he going to do? I think every single Every single match I've seen so far has an elf warrior. Interesting. I've only seen, I think, 4 matches now. So we'll see how this compares to those. If he can get some Nimbus or something. I don't think he's running many heals, which is a big problem, especially when you get down that low. Oh, he's blocking this. Oh, he checked for blocks. Only an unreliable, no parry. So in theory, he could hit hard. But the problem is he can't really trade unless he also has a block. I guess he'll die. So we'll see. Oh, he does not have a block. Which is not good. See, a lot of these people have been running like twisting shield, which is good. I think having the surging shield block is extremely strong, especially with cautious mobility. Just because it's going to let you cycle and draw blocks in addition to attacks. And especially with so many people running bejeweled short swords, you just need to have blocks to counter those big hits. Thinking. I think the tournament would have been a lot more interesting if they limited to only 1 bejeweled per team. I think we still would have seen probably an elf warrior or maybe a dwarf warrior on every team, but I think it might have diversified options a bit more. Right now, the strongest items really are bejeweled short sword, cautious mobility, extremely strong. Mail the Martyr is extremely strong. Martyr. Nimbus. Pretty much all these right here. They're like the standard things you'll see. Even though it's Peasant, you might see slightly better versions. It's gonna be interesting. He'll get a few hits off. I assume he'll do at least. You might be able to kill him right here, actually. Depending on what cards he has, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to kill him, unless he manages to get the unreliable block off. Which is, he should probably do a vicious thrust. Just see if he pulls any blocks. Yeah, there he goes, vicious thrust. Oh, and he got it. That is not good. Cost him an extra card, which he didn't need. He didn't want to spend. Problem is if he has a dancing strike, he could die at the start of the next round. The problem with Nimbus and what makes it so strong is basically there's just like nothing you can do to counter it except having another priest. And just holding on the cards. So let's see what he discarded. Or a strong bash. So he's forcing Rebel to go in by controlling the victory point squares. He probably won't go in with him unless he has a block. Purging Burst. Maybe get line of sight, yeah. Then he'll probably send him in. Probably to attack him. Yeah. See if he pulls blocks. Parry. Just thinking, I guess. I assume that's an attack, otherwise he kind of wasted Imp Nimbus there. Probably should have saved it till next turn. Yeah, there he goes. Problem is now he's kind of stuck. Unless he can somehow get priority. I don't think he has any way to do that. There's the war cry. And it removed nothing. Oof. Way too risky. I probably would have waited on that. I mean, that 18 damage burst can really, really rip through someone, especially with elves. Just gotta get rid of blocks. This is where he'll probably kill him. Yep. That's that's not a very good draw. Especially when he's already on the victory points. That might have been good if he was already in control, because he could disengage. But there's not much he can do with this. I guess hope he gets hit a few times to draw cards with Martyr. It's not like he's going to be moving, so he'll probably just. No, he is going for the hit. Is that from blocking? Yeah, everyone's been running blocking. It's like Bejeweled, blocking. Ooh, toughness. Perfect draw. Oof. Now he's going to heal up a bit. Should probably go as far as he can. I'm pretty sure Kustaa is still going to have this. He does have a turn left on his blessing. Yeah. I was going to say he might want to just maneuver his priest for next round. He does have 2 turns on immovable. I know he does have some knockbacks, but unless he can like get rid of the immovable, Kustaa can pretty much just camp on the victory points at this point. I don't know why he would give up priority, or maybe he misclicked. I don't know. What could he possibly do damage-wise? Like 13 or something? And I mean, I guess when you don't need to, I think I would have held on to the movement. Because now he can get control. Not sure if he's going to come back and try to. I would just pass at this point. He's on the victory point. He doesn't need to move first. The only thing he would do if he wants to move is to go here to maintain control. Otherwise, there's no real point. Oof. He reveals his whole hands, which is the damage isn't as bad as the reveal. And his martyr will be going away soon. He's pretty sure that the priest has an attack because he went head first in. I don't think he has any stabs or anything, so he might try to attack. He could go here and try to threaten with a dancing cut, or try to get him to do a dancing cut. He must not have any blocks. In a war of attrition, the person that has the priest is going to win. Ooh, that raging strike reveal, that could be really bad. He does have line of sight on his warrior. That reveal is just asking to get hit, especially when you only have. He can probably wait. He only has 2 cards, so he can't get rid of it. Which I think I might have waited. Gave up a VP for not much. Especially he's in a less optimal position right now. Depending on what the priest has. If the priest manages to get like a Nimbus, then Rebel could come back at this point. Otherwise, if he doesn't have a block, it's tough. It's a tough call. He might just martyr his warrior. There you go. It really, turned around though. It really depends on what he has. I mean, if these are up, there he goes. There's the. Ooh, time is running out. I did not even see the clock. There goes the block. That's an interesting move, I guess. He did have the attack. Nice. And he had no blocks. Problem is, now, kustaa has priority, which means if he drew a big attack, there you go. That's it. It got close there at the end, though. Okay, so the next match. Oh yeah, probably should have waited till they said they sideboarded before I gave him a map. As long as they both know, though. Just gonna give him a few minutes. Dead air, the one thing you never want. So I guess now I can leak some spoilers for the expansion, right? Because no one's listening. I would assume most people are fast forwarding through this. Okay. In the second match, I think. Well, I'll get into the commentary when the match starts. Kind of out of it. I haven't had much to eat today. Been waiting to finish these tournaments off. Okay. So, what I think Rebel needs to do is he needs to play a bit more passively. He has the priest advantage, which means he can dictate a bit more on control using Martyr and Nimbus. I don't know what he sideboarded in, but hopefully it's to deal with the anti-Elf Warrior presence. All those mobilities. See, mobility, Elven Maneuvers, or Cautious Mobility, is extremely strong. For 0 tokens, you're getting 3 of some of the best cards you can possibly get. And its duration is currently 3. I really hope they at least reduce it to 2, if not make some other changes to it. It's just extremely strong in its current state, which is why you see so many people running Elf Warriors. Now he's on the VP spot, which means he'll probably want to contest. One thing I see a lot of new people do is they'll rush in. It's fine to give, 1 VP. It really only matters if you're going to give 2 away, because that's essentially a kill. If they get 1, they might be able to get a win on a single victory point towards the end by controlling. But if you plan around that, it's better just to, have a strong setup for position. There's the parries. Checking for blocks, none. But he got a card from Elven Maneuvers. That's what he wants. Now he can just bash these people. Now he should. It's a tough call. I would probably focus him, only because he doesn't have Elven Maneuvers, so he's not gonna be drawing as much. Oof. Oof. See, does he have a step? I wasn't really. Yep. Thought he did. First turn kill. It's looking good for Rebel now. He actually got the combo out of, getting an Unholy Well, Spring, and a Nimbus. Oof, and a Martyr. And that's why priests are really, really strong. It's going to be hard for, I think, kustaa to come back up unless he can get some big hits. Now, if he doesn't draw a block, it's, or Nimbus. So there's nothing he can really do for Nimbus except wait it out. Run away, maybe just give him a free victory point. That's why Nimbus is so extremely strong. I thought more people would be running 2 warriors and a priest, just because the priest's ability to basically completely negate some characters is so crucial. I would suspect that he has a parry. You might want to hit him with a ranged or a step, or just make him discard a parry. Oof. Yeah, he has to run. There's not much you can do. I would think, since his back is turned, I would force a movement like this, unless he has a block, of course, in which he got extremely lucky on draws. Force a movement, and then get priority, and hope you can use the priority to your advantage in just killing someone before you can get another Nimbus off. It's really hard to deal with Nimbus. Not much you can do, really. Twisting Shield. It's interesting. I thought people would be using Hex. I guess Twisting has a higher chance of blocking with the hard to pin down. That armor. So now what he has to watch out for is he can get a two-step attack. If he doesn't have a block, he could get him. I'm pretty sure right now Rebel's in an extremely strong position. Pretty sure he has it down. I mean, he has card advantage. He has pretty much position advantage. Unless Kustaa gets extra like this. So now, if he doesn't, really, not going for that. Interesting. I would have tried to gone for the kill. Just because, you know, hitting the priest down is not going to do much. It's not going to control any victory points. You're not going to get rid of all this potential damage. Yeah, I would have just risked it. You know, go in, try to hit him once. He probably does have a block. Let's see, what is he running? It's spiked. I don't know, it's tough. I mean, he can go in here, and if he has a block, I would go in there. Maybe even if he doesn't, just because he would get an Elven Maneuvers. It's really hard to deal with blocks in Peasant. You have like War Cry and pretty much it. Can't really get block removal on too many items in Peasant. Now, it really depends. Does he have a block? If he has a block, probably stay there. If he doesn't, he'll probably move. Yeah, so he probably didn't have that block, so it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to just do that dancing cut earlier. Just risked it. I mean, when you're that far behind, you have to make risky plays, try to catch up. Because the longer you wait, the bigger the advantage the person with more players is going to get, just because he has, you know, more cards. Probably goes there. That's where I would go. Yeah. Because now he is facing. I wonder what that is. Is it Nimbus? If it's Nimbus, oop, there you go. Oh, why didn't he attack from behind? You gotta know he has a life-saving block in his deck. Just because he's running Nimbus, he's running Duality Mace. Right? There you go. There's the other Duality Mace card. Now he just has to get priority again and hope he can get another Nimbus, I would think. For Rebel. For him, I would just go for the attack. You saw him run away before. He might not have it. You gotta risk it. There's no way he can kill you in one hit. Don't know why he did that one. I mean, either he has a block and you get rid of it, or he doesn't and he dies. What do you have? Backbiting strike. Could have had a block. We'll see. Right now, yeah, he had to turn to face. He did. Yep. Kustaa has a chance of coming back if he can kill this elf warrior. Unless if he has some big hits here and the elf doesn't have, or and the dwarf doesn't have toughness, he might have a chance. But I guess he didn't get an attack or a block. Oh, that's bad for Rebel. Getting rid of that toughness through hard plate and missing the parry. I probably wouldn't have moved. I would have just waited. Because now you're risking a step and then a surround. Yeah, he just has to turn around. Pulls the block. And he got nothing. If he maybe another parry, then he might have a chance. Nope. This one's going to Rebel. So it looks like 1-1 going in the final round. I mean, he might be able to pull something out. But, oof, maybe. That barbed plate kill. He did have a hard to pin down. He did have a block. I still would have risked it. I mean, and he's got nothing. So Kustaa can probably go for. I mean, he has this. He has a backbiting strike, which would kill him. But he can move in with him. Yeah, so he should probably try to block zone of control. He'll have to go. You know, he can't get around because of difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't get in there now. Hate this bug. Yeah, you can hope. I wouldn't attack. Yeah, I would just pass. You don't want to get him to draw through a step. Oof. That's not good for Rebel. I would have saved the attack. If he gets a good attack, you can kill him. Check him for blocks, I guess. Yep. Let's see, what does he have? Does he have another attack? Nope, probably not. It's actually going to be closer than I thought. He might just be saving an attack and bluffing for him, because the only other thing he could have is like a move card. Yeah, I think that's too risky. Yep. Yeah, I thought he was saving it for the move in. Which was a good play on Rebel's part. Sometimes you gotta know when to hold them. Now it's pretty much just gonna come down to luck at this point. He does have his elbow maneuvers gone now, so and they're pretty much par. Rebel does have priority, so he has a slight favor. But I don't know. If he doesn't have another attack there, I wouldn't have done the war cry. So he probably has another attack. Wonder if he'll step here if he has a ranged. Make him think he has a ranged. That's what I would do. Oh, he's just giving it. He's just passing. I think I would have stepped. Oh, that is not. I don't know. If he has an attack now that he's saved, he's dead. What has he been holding on to then? He has no blocks. What was he holding on to? Oh, it's another war cry. I would have moved up one. I think maybe just to bluff at that point. Wow. That was a very close game. Yeah. Very, very close. That was a good match at the end. Oh yeah. Basically just came down to luck towards the end. I think Rebel might have been able to pull it out if he bluffed there. Yeah, 2 war cries too late. If he bluffed a little bit, pretending he had like a stab. But yeah, there's not much. He moved out, so he didn't have line of sight, which indicated he probably didn't have an attack. Either way, it was a really, really good match. That was a good one. So anyways, I'm going to be wrapping this up. So hope everyone enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Yeah, no problem. Feel free to send me a message on Card Hunter or wherever. So hope everyone's having a good day, and take it easy.